If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the football first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Payne. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
The play-action fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Looking deep down the right side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Catch is made at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Looking for space. It's Connors. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That's caught. It's Payne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Soft spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll try the left side. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Bringing the heat. Looking for a deep man. Catch and stride inside the 15. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. To the air, it's Hoover. He caught it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy.
And he will score! Touchdown, TCU! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, what a move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to pass, it's Wegman. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Thomas. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
The give to the single back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. He's got the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
The Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to throw again. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there, and because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
The Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Connors. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Connors. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Broussard. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You can complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
On first down from the 13-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And the Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. RPO complete to open the drive. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Wegman. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's McGarry. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Caught close to the marker, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Houston. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
TCU.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Hoover. Quickly to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Gonna run it. It's Connors. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Connors. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got his man quickly. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too, getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing, if I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Fitted in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got his man down the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Fires to the big fella. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Horned Frogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, TCU. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fires to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They're going to run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think at this point in the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
To the air, it's Hoover. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Payne.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
On the ground, it's Connors. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's Wegman. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Finds a crease at the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hoover on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Well, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Bailey. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Bailey. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And the Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. It's complete to the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cougars! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Got his man downfield. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Paul. We're probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He's got it. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Ezukama. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.